Mode. The number that occurs most. What if no numbers repeat themselves? What do you have?
No mode.
No mode. What if you have one number that there's a whole lot more of? What is that? I mean two numbers. Let's say you have 2 3s and 2 5s. Can you have more than one mode? Yes. Okay, good. All right. So on your skeleton notes, I left some blanks there for you to fill in. Okay. So the first one, this is measures of variation. Okay. How many of you guys felt like you were good with median yesterday? Okay, good, because there's lots of medians here. Okay. This is measures of variation. Okay, so to start with, the blank is a distance between the greatest and least numbers in a data set. Anybody have a guess for that? That is the range. The range. Okay? The range is the distance between the greatest and least numbers in a data set. Okay? All right. The blank is the blank of the lower half of the set of data. Okay? That's what we call lower quartile. The lower quartile is the median of the lower half of the set of data. Okay? So the upper quartile, what do you think that is? Upper quartile is the median of the upper set of data. Upper half of the set of data. Okay? This gets real easy, I promise. Okay? All right, you ready? All right, is everybody caught up? Yeah? Okay, the interquartile range. And then you have those parentheses there, or also known as the IQR, is the difference between the upper and lower quartiles. Did you write that down, Caden? Good. Okay. Now let's get to how this works. And the formula to determine an outlier, I'm not concerned with you doing an outlier test, so I may back off on that for right now. Okay? All right. So let's start with, does everybody have all that written down? Yeah. Allison?
The second thing, you're supposed to write upper half, right?
The quartile, no, median.
For this
Okay, so all this is about medians, okay? All about medians, okay? So let's look at this group of numbers, okay? Let's say I've got, write these down for example 1, 13, 20, 18, 12, 21, 2, 18, 17, 15, 10, and 14. Okay. All right, and you're going to be asked on your worksheet, you're going to be asked to find several things. You're going to be asked to find the range. You're going to be asked to find the median. You're going to be asked to find the upper and lower quartiles. We'll call it UQ, stands for upper quartile. LQ stands for lower quartile. Okay, and you're also going to be asked to find the IQR. Do you guys remember what that stands for? Interquartile range. Okay. All right, so I'm going to find all of this for this set of data. And it's actually pretty easy. But what do I need to do first? The first thing I'm going to find is the range. But in order to find the range and all of these other medians, what should I do with this group of data? put them in order from least to greatest. Okay, so you guys help me out. We're going to put them in order. What's the lowest number up here?
2.
2. I'm going to cross it out. So 2. What's next? 10. Okay. What's next?
12.
12.
13.
Is there a 13? Yeah, 13.
14.
14.
15.
Okay, 15. 17.
18.
18. 2 18s, right?
Yeah.
And then 20.
21.
And 21. Okay. Do we get all of our numbers? Okay. So that's the first thing on all of the problems that you have. Okay, the first thing you have to do is put them all in order. Okay. Now look at the definition of a range. What's a range? Biggest number minus the smallest number. What's the biggest number up there? 21. What's the smallest number?
2.
What's the difference? 19. So my range would be 19. Okay? Everybody with me so far? Okay, now, do you remember yesterday when we were finding medians, we crossed them out as we went in? Okay, don't cross them out today because you're going to use them more than once. Okay? So we'll just put a little dot there. Okay? We'll just say, if I'm going to find the median, okay, I'm going to go here, 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 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay, I have one number in the middle, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be, now I want you to put a box around it, okay? And I'll tell you why in just a second, but my median is 15, okay? You with me so far? Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to find the upper quartile. So I'm going to find the median of everything that is above the median, okay? My median is 15, right? So I'm going to find the median of all these. So I'm going to cross 1, 1, 2, 2. What's the median of these? 18. Okay, and by the way, this one goes in a box. This one you technically you can put into a triangle, sorry, that points upward. Okay, that's my upper quartile is 18. So what do you think I'm going to do for the lower quartile?
The same thing.
I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to find everything, the median of everything to the left or lower than the median. Okay. So I'm going to go here, 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 and my triangle is going to go downwards because it's the lower quartile. So what's my lower quartile? 12. Okay? And the last thing is what we call the interquartile range. And all we do for the interquartile range is we find the upper quartile, which is what? UQ, and we're going to subtract the LQ, which is 12. And that equals, oops, sorry. Okay, so I have 18 minus 12, and that equals what? 6. Okay? Does that make sense? Not that difficult, is it? Okay? Now, sometimes you have, well, I'll do this in an example too. Okay? Do we understand the process of how to find the range? Yes?
Yeah.
Do we understand how to find the median?
Yeah.
Do we understand how to find the upper quartile?
Yes.
Do we understand how to find the lower quartile?
Yes.
Do we understand how to find the interquartile range?
Yes.
Okay, all of it, it's a bunch of stuff, but it's really pretty simple. Okay? All right, let's look at, can I erase this? Okay, let's say I've got another set of data, okay? And let's say I've got these numbers, 29, 20, 22, 28, 20, 28, 23, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's say 24, okay? And I want to do all of those. I got to find the range, I got to find the median, I have to find the upper quartile, I have to find the lower quartile, and the IQR. Okay. All right, what should I do first here? Any suggestions? Put them in order. Okay, what's the lowest number up there, Noah? 20. How many 20s do I have? 2 20s. Okay, so gone, gone. What's next? 22. What's next? 23. What's next? 24. 28. I have 2 28s, right? And then 29. Okay. All right, so on this one, when I start to find my median, well, let's find the range real quick. What's the range? 29 minus 20 equals what?
9.
My range is 9, okay? Now I want to find my median, okay? Well, this time I go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. What do you notice?
That there's 2.
I have two numbers, okay? You remember from yesterday, what do I do if I have two numbers that are part of the median?
You add them and then divide.
Add them and divide by 2. So if I add these, but I can look at these and tell, what is my median going to be?
23.5.
23.5. But do you see that number up here? No. So I'm going to put a line right here, and I'm going to put my median. Okay, and that's going to be where my box is. Okay? If it's not here and I have to place it in here, okay, do you see what I did there? So my median is now 23.5. Okay? Does everybody understand what I did?
Yes.
Now if I'm finding the upper quartile, okay, I'm going to find the median of all of these numbers up here, right? Okay, so this is 24 and 29. Well, I have two 28s. No matter what, what's my upper quartile going to be? 28. Okay, and then I have my lower quartile, so I'm crossing this out and this out, and I have 20 and 22. What comes right between those?
21.
21. I forgot to do my upper triangle and my lower triangle. Okay, so this one is 21. Okay, and now what is my inner quartile range is what? 28 minus 21, and what does that equal? 7. Okay? Now, on your worksheet, it's going to ask about outliers. Okay? We're going to learn about outliers later. It's not really that important right now. Okay? But if you were to want to know what an outlier is a number that's way far away from the rest of your data. Okay? Well, how far is that far? Basically, the formula for an outlier is you take your IQR and you multiply it times 1.5, and then you add that to your upper quartile, and if it's within that range, it's not an outlier. I don't want you to worry about that. Okay? Don't even worry about identifying outliers. Treat everything like it's part of your data. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm going